Sweet! Let's do this thing! Alright, let's get you upgraded. Cool. I can literally do that one in minutes. Hang on. Always a pleasure, my man.
Welcome back. Nice. She'll pack a bigger punch now, though the trade-off's a touch more recoil. It's well worth it. That ought to tone down your recoil quite a bit. Thanks, Jim. You keep fighting a good fight.
Oh, you're back. I haven't just been standing here the whole time, if that's what you're thinking.
There he is. LaRoche and everyone here at Coronis owe you big time, Peyton. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Coronis Actual, you copy? It's serious.
Talk to me, Jay.
Observation Pod 5 disappeared into the ravine out of umbilical range. We're trying to get a visual from camera 8, but the lens is frozen over. I'm rounding up a rescue team, but they need to know where to set up the harnesses.
I'll have Peyton head down ahead of them and make contact. Keep me updated. Out. Peyton, that drink will have to wait. Here, this is a standard issue Camelot Felding grappling hook. You'll need it to descend the ravine. Don't waste a minute. I want them back alive.
Are you jogging laps? Is that it?
Okay, slight problem. Looks like the blast doors got frozen over solid. You'll need to manually force open the hydraulic door pistons with your claw arm. The pistons are on either side of the wall there. Great, now the other one. It's on the opposite wall. That should do it. Opening blast doors now. Be careful out there.
Is that anybody out there?
I'm here, fellas. You got pretty lucky. Landed on a solid outcropping. Seems stable enough. Anybody hurt?
Our life support's offline, and we could really use some air. Can you take a look at the exhaust on the TCS exchanger? It must have gotten crushed in the fall.
Yeah, I see it. Purge tubes are all tangled up. Give me a sec. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah! I can hear the life support kicking in now. Thanks, Jim. You're a lifesaver.
All right, you fellas sit tight. The rescue teams will be down here in a jiff.
Thanks, new guy. I already like you better than LaRoche.
Survival tip number 1. Know your storms. There are 5 classes of storms based on unique characteristics. In ascending order of severity, they are Chancellor, Cardinal, Bishop, Monarch, and Emperor. Details can be found on page 185 of your NEVIC Operations Manual. Memorize and know the difference. Stay safe, stay educated.
Excellent work, Peyton.
Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. We surveyed a new thermal pocket nearby at Hanneman's Basin, and we'll need you to plant a T-post to drain the pocket. This is probably your most important duty, keeping the base supplied with T-energy. Uploading the coordinates to you now.
Hiya, Gracie. Got your message loud and clear. And the tunes. Great thought. Thanks. I'm here in one piece. Might be overstating it, but we made it. I'm safe. Just getting oriented. Yeah, there's nothing awkward about this at all. Guess we're gonna have to get used to it. Keep sending, okay? Remind me why I'm out here doing this. I miss you.
Varapati here. Jim, your remittance transfers have been set up as requested. 15% of your contract payments will be paid out to you in the form of T-energy, since that has become the normal currency around the base. The rest of your earnings will be credited to the account on Earth you provided. Varapati out.
Delta Station. Looks like we've got another sudden Emperor-class storm heading in from blind sector north-northeast. You've got 2 minutes to secure storm shutters and hightail it down to the hangar. Let's move.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Good. It's your job to keep Coronas fueled by finding these thermal pockets on your own, planting T-posts, and maintaining them when they're full. Harvest them regularly and you'll be raking in the credits in no time.
Got it, boss? I think this work is just my speed.
And so it went for weeks and months until the extraordinary became commonplace. Dealing with the cold and wild life became the new routine. Intense and surreal, but routine. I kept my sanity and wits by not thinking too deeply about what I was seeing and doing. It got lonesome sometimes out in the Badlands. Music and weekly messages from the missus kept me company. I was making great dough, getting choice contracts, and that was the point after all. I made friends with the crew. They're a right good sort, those guys. Even LaRoche, for all his bluster, had his moments. For better or worse, I became Braddock's go-to guy. It had its benefits, but sometimes being the one to get the call meant you ended up in some damn strange situations.
What's wrong?
Plenty.
Harmonizers aren't a side of juice. The one time I want an acre to attack.
What was I?
Something about getting the call.
Yeah, right. Well, now you know how hard it is to communicate off-world. In those days, Nivek had a workaround. An antenna relay on the
highest peak in the area, so we can call home to Mama with minimal storm interference. It's our lifeline. 2 hours ago, we went offline, and we don't know why. We're effectively cut off from sending and receiving any off-world communications. Some acrid probably got his claws into it.
So once again, you expect me to march out there and fight a horde of monsters in a rig without weapons, huh? Do you know how much of my income I waste on repairs? I want guns on my rig, a simple chain gun.
My hands are tied. Nevik regulations.
Yes, don't weaponize the construction vehicles, but I mean in this case...
Nothing. I'm not gonna jeopardize my operation because of your nerve deficit. It's called hazard pay for a reason.
Oh, please.
Hey, boss. Just noticed ComSat's offline.
Yeah.
Mind if I hustle down to the relay station? Give her a gander?
I was just talking to Mr. LaRoche about that very thing. Apparently he's got some concerns about making nice with the wildlife.
Well, no, I don't want to just snake a man's contract.
No. Take it. Get yourself killed.
Not for at least double, I mean.
Done.
What?
Be back by supper time.
Quartermaster Bowers would like to inform the crew that new stock from the latest supply drop is now available.
No time to lose, Jim. Go check out the communications relay and report back. Chop, chop.
Mr. Payton, this is Dr. Kovac. Can you read me?
Loud and clear, Doc. And I told you can call me Jim.
As you like, Mr. Jim. I was hoping you could pay me a visit in my lab as your circumstances and logistics allow. Oh, and I believe I'm to mention that remuneration is involved.
So you have a job for me?
I believe I made that abundantly clear.
Oh, abundantly. I'll drop by soon, Doc.
Still well to the osmosis plant. Still well.
Hey, Jim. I was just telling Thomas about when I was a Legionnaire, stationed on the Nirvana 5, during the harshest winter in 127 years. We lost 5 crew members a day when we got trapped in a mountain pass for 4 months. We ate the food stores pretty quick and, well, you didn't want to know what happened next. All I'm gonna say,
as they've written books about what happened.
Uh-huh, sure. So, let me get this straight. You were a Legionnaire for 4 tours, worked oil rigs off Arcadia 3, served as a war correspondent during the Canaan 7 conflict, worked border patrol along the Elysium front, and were a diplomatic envoy to Tengoku 5.
That was just in my 20s. Point of my story, Jim. Sure, we got it bad, but it could be worse.
I think the point of your story is you're a big old fibber.
I forgive the arrogance of youth.
Changes to your medical plan will be covered in this afternoon's orientation. You are not currently covered by NEMIC insurance. You are not required to attend.
You looking for something specific? See yous around.
Cool. What do we get to do today? Doodles.
Hey, Jim. How's Hank?
Sprouting up like a beanstalk.
He needed something to take his mind off the cold, so I gave him my brother's guitar. For never having taken any lessons, He's damn good. Listen.
Any idea how hard it is to keep a hot meal hot around here? Hell, we're still living off MREs. Look, if we want to build morale around here, let me build a hydroponic garden. I got 2 words for you, Jim. Heirloom tomatoes. Think about it.
After months of rolling blackouts to fight record strains on the power grid, the president is attempting to tackle the national energy crisis head-on. This morning, he unveiled a new energy bill promoting energy-efficient homes and alternative energy production. Critics complain the bill is flimsy and does nothing to address the soaring energy prices across the globe. Meanwhile, the blackouts are severely disrupting the private sector across the country, and financial losses are mounting. Experts predict no end in sight for the recession, while on the horizon, a global energy crisis looms. For IBR, this is Suzanne Lee.
He chose this place, made the plans, pitched Nevik on the whole deal. Sure, he's in good with him. Practically family, but that doesn't mean his ass ain't on the line. And us with it.
Right. I heard something about that special relationship with Nevik.
Stand by.
Remember that 800-page questionnaire we all had to fill out before we came to this planet? How the hell did Kovac pass the personality screening? He must have cheated, right? I mean, have you spoken to the man? Every time I look at that enormous head of his, I imagine a little alien inside operating its controls. Or maybe a super intelligent lab rat.
Dr. Kovac never settles for mediocrity when greatness would do. His naysayers simply envy his talents, I think. Like Dr. Roman. She could achieve as much as Dr. Kovac if only she wants so. What is the word I'm looking for? Ethical. Can you imagine?
Dr. Roman and I certainly had our issues, but I do wonder how she's doing out there. Living off base out in the white like a mountain man is a bit of an overreaction if you ask me, but she was never one for half measures.
Exposure to the extreme cold reduces blood flow and constricts your blood vessels, reducing your circulatory system's overall volume and increasing your blood pressure. This causes your body to reduce fluid volume by getting rid of the excess water.
So in other words...
When you get cold, you want to pee.
All right. Thanks.
for that.
No problem.
On the genetic level, the acrid are remarkably unstable. I can't find a record of a species on any documented world that has such a high rate of mutation. I'm sure the radioactivity level of their blood is no coincidence. Theoretically, if forced by circumstances to adapt for survival, it would only take a couple of generations for an acrid to evolve into a distinctly different form.
Ah, as you are undoubtedly aware, I've been tasked with rendering thermal energy a viable and cost-effective power source. Unfortunately, the T-energy from subterranean sources, while plentiful enough to run the Coronis installation, has a purity level entirely too weak for the audacious experiments we seek to conduct.
So the stuff we drill out of the ground, not pure enough for science.
If paraphrasing me is critical to your comprehension, then yes. Now listen, the acrid. There are wild variances in their impurity index. Some are promisingly pure, potentially pure enough for our purposes. I need a survey of local acrid, samples of their T-energy in the hopes that we can find one with a pure enough composition.
So you want me to kill acrid, basically?
Yes. I'm hoping to take advantage of your noteworthy efficiency as a killing machine. So, let us begin with the Sapaya, those wretched things that so bedeviled our arrival. If you could kill 20 or so and collect their T-energy samples, I should be able to extrapolate a purity index through vertical analysis of the...
Kill 20 acrid, bring you this bill. That's the gig? All over it. Thanks, Doc.
Let me update your map with the best place to look for them based on recent sightings and migration patterns. And if you'd kindly hold still, I'd like to equip a sniffer attachment to your suit's tank. It'll automatically gather samples of T-energy particulates in the air after you've made a kill, so you can just focus on the killing. Such pitiable incuriosity.
Processing.
Hey, Jimmy. The science team cooked up a de-icing spray so your rig doesn't freeze with every bad storm. Alrighty, commencing anti-icing procedures. The spray ensures your rig won't freeze in place the second you step outside, but its protection is limited to storms rated below Cardinal class. Copy? Anything beyond that? No guarantees.
Hey, baby. Quick message, and, not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today, I spent the better part of 20 minutes looking for a hat that I was wearing. This week, I found my keys in the door, on the outside, of course, my slippers in the shower, and my toothbrush in the refrigerator. Because you know how important dental hygiene is to produce. Seriously, what is happening? Unless the little man is telekinetic and evil, moving objects around with his mind just in order to drive me crazy, then your wife has become mentally unbalanced. So, that's good news, right? Yeah. I got things totally under control. I don't know. Kisses. Hey, baby. Quick message, and, not to worry you, but apparently I am slipping quietly out of my mind. Today, I spent the...
What'll it be? Good. That upgrade's a must in my book. The less you got... Gil got you rummaging around. Come back anytime, eh?
Busting out the welding goggles. Now you can collect T energy without getting... Always a pleasure, my man.
Processing. Stand by.
Ah, yes, my samples. I have an appropriate reward. Something to aid in your blood sport. Custom-made specialty ammunition. It's a hobby of mine. I'll forward the recipe to the quartermaster so a constant supply is purchasable from him. Just load your firearm with these and it probably won't take you so long to kill your quota next time. Well, those samples you brought me were worthless. The supply of T-energy is not pure enough. So, let's keep looking. I'm sure the T-energy from a different breed of acrid will yield more promising results.
Processing.
Hey, what's the rumpus, Jim? Come back anytime, eh?